Mistake number 11, we do it for them. Now, if you're a good engaged parent, you probably have been guilty of this just like I have. I consistently meet parents in Starbucks who are sitting at a table drinking a latte but doing the homework of their children for them. Last year, there were 3 Easter egg hunts that were canceled in communities across the country because the parents were running and getting the eggs for their children and running over some of the younger children out there on the Easter egg hunts. I'm thinking, what is going on here? Well, I'll tell you what's going on here. It's very well-intentioned parents that are wanting to make sure their kids win in life, win in school. I'm just saying, if we're doing it for them, are they really learning anything except entitlement? Far too often our kids turn into young adults who are entitled because we did so much for them. So I want to show you a couple of columns. This is a graphic that might explain the challenge of this dilemma here. These 2 columns represent the scene that our kids are growing up in the world today. And off to the left, I've written the word scene, S-C-E-N-E, because I think it aptly describes 5 characteristics of the world that we in our culture have created. But then I'm going to show you the unintended consequences of this scene, and maybe you'll see why we need to correct this mistake. The letter S in scene reminds me their world is full of speed. Everything's speedy, high-speed internet access. But if I grow up in a world of speed, I can assume that slow is bad. I can't even navigate slow. The letter C in scene reminds me their world is full of convenience. But if I grew up in a world of convenience, I can assume that hard is bad. The number one thing that K-12 educators say they hear from kids today is, this is too hard. The letter E in scene reminds me their world is full of entertainment, and it's in their hands now. But if they grew up in a world of entertainment, boring is bad. The letter N in scene, certainly not all of them, but they grew up in a world of nurture. We coddle them and nurture them. But if they grew up in a world of nurture, then risk is bad. And then finally, the last letter E, they often grow up in a world of entitlement. And if they grew up in a world of entitlement, then labor is bad. And all I'm simply saying is those words off to the right, slow, hard, boring, risk, and labor, are the very elements that help us grow up.